Okay. So let us look into the next layers here. We finished with the first two layers, epithelial layer, Bowman's layer. Now let us look into the third, fourth, fifth, okay? And those are layers of cornea. First layer will be dealing about stroma, and will be dealing about Doa's layer, and will be dealing about descements membrane. So let me read the points written here. It's written that the third layer, stroma, it contributes to 90% of total corneal thickness. Okay. The most common type of collagen, it is type 1 collagen. Most common type of glycosaminoglycans, that is keratin sulfate. So let me show you the structures here. So this is the structure of the cornea, where the first one is epithelium, the second yellow one becomes Bowman's layer, and this is a stroma. So if you observe carefully here, it contributes about 90% of total corneal thickness. 90%. If you look into the diagram itself represents, it contributes about 90% of total corneal thickness. And we need to understand that since there is stroma, it contains collagen and it also contains glycosaminoglycans. And if you look into these are the collagens which we need to understand. These are the collagen fibrils, and these are type 1 collagen which is present in the cornea, okay, which is present in cornea. So you can just remember COR in here, O for 1, okay, this is cornea. And apart from this collagen, we need to understand that we have even the glycosaminoglycans. And what glycosaminoglycans it is present? It is the keratin, that is keratin sulfate is an glycosaminoglycan which is present in the stroma. So that's the first best point we need to understand. Let us look into the next layer, that is Doa's layer. And what is a Doa's layer? So if you observe carefully here, this is a Doa's layer. Doa's layer is the strongest corneal layer, and the thickness ranges from 7 to 14 microns. So if you look into this Doa, you pray and you become strong. So you can just remember that the strongest corneal layer is Doa's layer, and the thickness is from morning 7 to afternoon 2, that is 7 to 14 microns. You're going to pray from 7 to 2 or something like that, okay? You can just remember that. Let us look into the third or the first, second, this third, fourth, fifth, that is descements membrane. So let me read the points written. It's written that it is secreted continuously by the underlying endothelial cells, and we should also understand that it can regenerate. The descements can regenerate. Its thickness increase throughout the life. And we need to understand that the peripheral termination of descements membrane is known as Schwab-Bill's line. So if you observe carefully here, you can see this below the Doa's layer, you have got something known as a descements membrane, and the down one, this is endothelial layer. And if you observe carefully here, this is a descements membrane, okay. So it is secreted continuously by the underlying endothelial cells. This is an endothelium. This is an underlying endothelial cells, and this endothelial cells secretes continuously, okay. And this descements membrane has got the ability of regenerating. It can regenerate, okay. Descements membrane, the first point, it is continuously secreted by endothelium. It has got that regeneration capacity. It can regenerate, and we need to understand that its thickness increases throughout life. Its thickness increases. And the next point written here, we have a layer, okay. The peripheral termination of descements layer is known as Schwab-Bill's line. So this is the cornea, and you can see this is what Schwab-Bill's line. It is the peripheral termination of descements membrane. So that's a point you need to understand. The first point is secreted continuously by endothelium. It can regenerate. Its thickness increase throughout the life, and the terminal part is known as Schwab-Bill's line, okay. It's the peripheral termination of descements membrane. So that's the basic point we need to understand. Let us move to the next topic. Thank you.